I may be broke, but at least my giant. Yeah. I'm Kids with Coffee and Hobby, and today we're talking after Christmas spending. Now, many of you have likely gotten money over the Christmas season, whether it be from your grandparents, from a relative that's close, but is a bit, but also kind of not like close enough to know what present to give you, or as a compliment to a mortgage gift. So, what should you spend that money on? Well, in this video, I will list 5 things I think you should spend that money on, from most expensive to least expensive. Let's start this list off with the airbrush. Now, what I have here is by no means my best or most expensive airbrush, but it's the one that I have at hand. Airbrushes are useful and they are a good thing to get, but they by no means should be the first hobby thing you get. This is if you're really deep in the hobby and you're ready to spend that money. Because typically airbrushes go from $100 to $500. Airbrushes are really good for speeding things up a bit, but also just like you want to get the priming coat down, you can get that down nice and smooth with an airbrush. So if you're looking for something to elevate your painting a bit and maybe make things a bit quicker, and you're already a bit deep into the hobby, I definitely recommend an airbrush. There's different ones like the Hydrant Steamback brand, there's Iwana, there's another that I'm forgetting that I know that Skidmar has recommended. Emil from Skidmar did a much more comprehensive video on airbrushing, so I'll link that in the description. But airbrushes, they're an awesome thing to get if you have the money and if you are deep enough into this hobby. Okay, so now we're going to go into the high mid to mid area, and this is basically your large and your medium paint sets. A larger paint set is obviously going to be more expensive, typically around $100 to $300, and your medium ones are going to be more like $90 to $150. Sorry, I got all the notes there on my phone, so yeah. So if you have a bit more, not enough for an airbrush, but a good amount, I recommend getting a large paint set, like something from Army Painter or a Vallejo, or one of those, or getting a medium paint set if you have a good amount but not all that much. I then recommend Army Painter, Vallejo, and the usual suspects as it is that they have good paint sets in multiple ranges from large to small. I think Army Painter even sells like paints individually. And for the low range, this isn't bottom of the barrel cheap, but this is like $20 to $50. A painting smock is good. I plan to get one myself. They keep you clean, and if you're doing videos like I am, they look far more professional than, say, a hoodie with frazzled cuffs. But I would definitely recommend getting a painting smock. They aren't too expensive. Obviously, the bigger you are, the more expensive they will get. Now, we're going to the very bottom, the cheapest thing. If you really didn't get all that much, this is for the $6 to $20 range. Didn't get all too much money, but you still want to grab something for your hobby, or maybe you want to save up most of your money, but you still want to get something, then I cannot recommend acrylic varnish enough. It'll protect your paint job. You can also add effects, like if you go with a gloss varnish, put that on a lens or something, it'll give it more of a glass appearance, a bit more of a gloss sheen. But to protect your paint jobs and all that, I rarely recommend getting a varnish. The kind you get kind of depends on the effect you want. Matte desaturates a lot more, but it gives you a nice matte finish. Satin is kind of that midpoint. It desaturates a bit, but not as much as matte. but it has a bit of that shine of the gloss. It's kind of that midpoint, and then gloss will actually typically raise the color and makes it obviously look glossy. So if you don't want to spend a whole bunch, then I definitely recommend getting an acrylic varnish. They aren't that expensive, and they are, I'd say, a must-have for mini painting. Now, to end this video, I want to thank you all for watching. Wish you a Happy New Year. And if you would do me the kindness of liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting, that would be very much appreciated. This is Casey of Coffee and Hobby, signing out.